What's going on, guys? This is JT here. In this video, we're going to be talking about how powerful the Vithus Urge set is, because I think people really don't quite know. So we're going to break it down in this video and also show you Vithus Urge in action, because it is absolutely insane, right? So let's go ahead and get into it and read what it does. So the 2-piece set bonus does increase the duration of all beneficial effects on you or your party members by 30%. So what does that mean exactly? That means that whenever you cast anything that is a buff for you, it increases that duration by 30%. So let's say I go into a fight and I cast Sprint. Well, Sprint lasts 6 seconds. With this 30%, it's then going to last 30% longer. Or let's say I cast Berserker's Rage, where it gives me more crit damage or more attack speed, plus also additional movement speed. That now lasts for 30% extra. So basically bringing the cooldown, or not the cooldown, but the overall effect from lasting like 6 seconds to 9 seconds. You can get it up to like basically 10 seconds, which is insane. So that just helps you all in all have your buffs longer, right? It is nasty. So we also got, for the 4-piece set, increase the target's attack speed by 30% for 3 seconds each time you use a skill to grant a beneficial effect to yourself or to a party member. Now this just can happen over and over and over and over again. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this in action. That way you guys can see exactly what this means when you have an attack speed of 30% more. And not only that, it's for 3 seconds each time you cast a buff. Now one thing you'll notice on my current bar, on these skills right here, we have Sprint, which is considered a buff. We have Undying Rage, considered a buff. We have Berserker's Rage, considered a buff. So we are using 3 buffs, right? So let's just go ahead and proc Undying Rage right now. You will see in the top left corner, you will see right here, we got Vithus Urge increased by 30 seconds. Now I'm going to go ahead and cast the Sprint. Wait a minute. I casted Sprint, didn't get the buff. One quick second. Let's go ahead and cast this. Let's go ahead and get it. So we got Vithus Urge right here. Increases attack speed by 30%. So as you can see, we get the buff with all these different things. Now my Sprint actually isn't considered a buff right now because I forgot I'm in my speed build, so it's actually a damage. But that's just because I have it as Rampage as my inheritance on a certain item. Normally Sprint would count as a buff, so that was a bad example. Alright, so here is what the Whirlwind looks like without the buff, right? So you can see we're damaging, we're damaging, we're damaging, we're damaging. There's damage there. Now you can see there's a lot of damage there. Now wait until you guys see what the Whirlwind looks like with the buff and how long it actually takes to get through the entire channeled skill of Whirlwind. Sorry, we got it right here, right? We're going to go ahead and use it. Now look at the difference. Whirlwind's done within literally 3 seconds. Did you guys see the damage of how much damage actually came out from Whirlwind right there? All right, let me show you guys one more time. That way it's more visible. All right, so you can see, you see some numbers. You see numbers, the Whirlwind channel damage. It takes relatively a long time. All right, now we're going to go ahead and come in here and cast a buff. All right, we got Whirlwind channeled all the way back up. All right, now we're casting a buff. And now you can see the numbers are insane, right? Massive difference, tossing out tons of extra damage. So I wanted to go back in. Let me go. Actually, can I get out of here? How the heck do I get out of here? I need to freaking die, huh? Now let me go ahead and run back to the entrance right quick. I have my Sprint buff on to where I run insanely fast. If you guys haven't seen this yet, look how fast this is. That's why my Sprint doesn't actually count as a buff right now, because I have this spec. However, you can run Vithus Urge with an insane PvP build on what I just have I've just done. I'm pretty sure Bajira also talked about this in one of his videos. I'm not exactly sure what the rundown of his spec exactly looked like, but I'm sure it is not too far off from this. So actually, let's go ahead and get in to the armory right quick. I can't use any fast spells to get here because they'll be on cooldown. And let's go ahead and change it up to BG right quick. That way you guys can see. So we're going to go ahead and activate the BG proc. Now this special proc right here is now going to work for... Let's see. So let me see right quick. So we got, yeah, Furious Charge. Okay, good. I was just making sure Furious Charge was equipped. Now, one thing you'll notice is we have Screaming Fury on Furious Charge, which sends the players up in the air and also procs. We also have the chest piece change to Tracker's Rage. This is important, and this actually allows the Vithus Urge to actually proc, because this is now, my Furious Charge is now considered a buff, because all damage you deal increased by 10% after activating Furious Charge, right? So now after we use Furious Charge, we will now see the Vithu's Urge proc up here. So basically what I'm saying is you can change your inheritance of multiple skills for multiple classes to make the Vithu's Urge proc more often, right? And there's no cooldown on how often that can proc. So we're going to go ahead and use Furious Charge here. You will now see under the buffs, we have Vithu's Urge proccing. Now, if we use Sprint at this point in time, because we don't have Sprint in the, we don't have Sprint as a damage skill, it is now considered a buff. So if you bring up the skills, you'll notice Sprint is now actually a buff. So when we use Sprint, let's see, let's go ahead and bring up these. Now, when we use Sprint right here, you can see we got the Vithu's Urge proccing. Now, when we use Berserker's Rage, we have the Vithu's Urge proccing. So not only do we gain the critical hit, plus the movement speed increase, plus the 6 seconds Wrath the Berserker actually cast, now is 9 seconds. It is insane. So now also, when we proc Undying Rage, what do you know? Undying Rage lasts more than 5 seconds as well now. Also, Vithu's Urge procs. We cast Sprint. It's just non-stop Vithu's Urge, insane attack speed. So just so you guys know the difference, like, this is what my Lacerate attack speed looks like normally, right? This is what it looks like normally. We cast Vithu's Urge. Here's what it looks like. Insane difference. Now, this is also nutty for whenever you Furious Charge in, and then you can have this quick attack speed because, you know what I mean, Vithu's Urge is now proccing. You get that extra 30%. I just wanted to make it clear that way you guys knew, because honestly, I think Vithu's Urge is underrated, and I think a lot more classes would be absolutely insane with this proc. And not only that, the 6-piece set actually gives you life drain at 12% every time you hit something, and that literally makes your health bar go from none all the way to full, plus it lasts 12 seconds without beneficial duration effects. And not only that, you can use it once every 40 seconds, which is pretty solid, and I can't wait to build up the 6-piece Urge set. I'm a huge fan of the Urge set. I also like the Mount Bank set as well. However, for my current spec and where I am in PvP and how my luck has been with gaining set items, I have not been able to get the Mount Bank set pretty much anywhere. I've run tons of dungeons and I just can't simply get it. My luck has just been freaking bad with it, man. It's been so bad. I got a little bit luckier the other day with the Urge set, so I'm like, you know what? Let's test out the Urge set. Let's get in here and use some of the Urge set and let's make it work. And so that is what we're doing, and honestly, it is insane, and I'm using it. This is actually my PvP spec right now with no Whirlwind, which is kind of crazy. So basically, all 4 of my skills proc towards the Vithu's Urge, and I find that very, very, very valuable, and I'm excited to use this in the Battlegrounds. And like I said, I'm going to be constantly changing up my spec, testing out new things, and that's just kind of how I want to go about it. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the Vithu's Urge set? Does it suck? Do you guys think it is amazing? Because honestly, I think it's pretty broken, man, that you can just keep casting the 3-second attack speed by 30% ever so freaking often, man. Plus also, you just got so many other buffs that come with this, whether it's Bottled Hope, also the actual skills that you use with the Berserker's Rage, Undying Rage, just everything in general. Stacking up all these buffs with attack speed is absolutely insane. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I am